I would just like to say thank you to Netflix Latin America from the very deepest part of my soul. Thank you for your service. It is appreciated. It is championed. It is, in fact, the reason I'm living at the current moment. And you're so real for that, and thank you. I could not be happier. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. Well, okay, if you don't know, today we're going to talk about Netflix Latin America released a bunch of like little tiny clips. They're like 0.2 seconds, but like new pieces of dialogue, some more seconds from scenes that we've seen in the trailer. The carriage scene. I am, which by the way, I am trying, being the operative word, to channel Penelope's look for the carriage scene, and I do it no justice whatsoever. I mean, I can't make those like weird, like, she makes like butterflies and like cross hashes in her, it's so weird. This look is in honor of that regardless, but we have so much to talk about. Also, I am going to be updating and placing these in the timeline that I made in the other video, so this is a little bit of a timeline update as well. It's so funny because this is just deja vu all over again. I remember in the 2 weeks leading up to season 2 being released, they started doing things like this. They started releasing, and it was always on like alternative Netflix accounts. It was always on like a Brazil or Latin America or something like that. And they only released the vertical footage also, so you can't see the full scene. It's just like literally just a clip of it. And, like, they did that with the B scene. I remember being so unbelievably gagged that they had released, and it was, like, literally 0.2 seconds. They just released a clip of, I mean, both Kate and Anthony, like, close-up looking at each other, and it was very clear that it was the B scene. It was like, I just got footage of the B scene? Like, what are you saying to me right now? So I was expecting this. I was expecting more little tidbits leading up directly before the premiere, but wow. Wowza. Some dots are connected, some things are made very clear to me, as if I hadn't figured out enough. You know, this just really, these were the crumbs and the morsels that I needed, and I'm eating good. And that is thank you to Netflix Latin America. So, let's talk about it. Okay, there's so many videos. Okay, we can start with the 2 promotional videos that they released of both Debling and Penn, and then Penn and Colin. I wonder whether, I know all of these are being called leaks. I don't know that they actually are. It might just be a miscommunication on timing or something like that, but this is the only thing that to me I'm like, someone might not be happy that they gave that, because it just reminds me of the Canthony promo that was very similar, that they waited to release until after the show. Granted, I bet you there is another promo exactly like this with Penn and Colin kissing. This exact same sequence where they shot the rest of these promo videos, I bet you there is one with them kissing that they will release after both parts of the season are out. Maybe even after, no, probably both parts, because it'll be like happily ever after, this is their ending, look, they're so happy. But yeah, seeing them coupley and like holding hands and like her leaning back into him, it's very, I'm like, I feel like maybe that was supposed to be for after part 1 or something like that. But I'm still living, thank you very much. Out of those particular promos, which as I've said many times are not my favorite, this one is my favorite. It does feel a little bit more natural to me. It feels a little bit, I don't know, it just feels a little less staged, a little less awkward and stunted. And it's sweet, it's cute. And then we have Debling, Mr. Debling.
So too has this author.
Kissing her hand. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, period. Literally, Debling, I'm so sorry to this man. He's literally a plot device. Like, he exists, and his only purpose, in my mind, as of right now, is to make Colin jealous. And I love him for that. And I'm grateful to him for his service for that. But I'm like, girl, it doesn't matter. He's only gonna be in 3, girl, we're gonna get over this. We just need Colin to realize he has feelings, okay? And nobody has challenged this before, which I talk about in my Pollen relationship analysis video, which I'm so happy with how it turned out, and I'm so angry that it's taking forever to get on here. I really hope that can get on here soon, because you bitches will be gagging. But yeah, again, like, these things are non-canon. It's very much giving an aesthetic a vibe. Now, the canon things are what I'm most interested in. Oh my god, okay.
You want me to shake your hand?
Are we not friends?
How come no one from Australia leaked this piece of dialogue. To me, I would be memorizing every single piece of dialogue, and did they sign an NDA? Maybe I wouldn't. But I mean, I would be remembering this piece of dialogue. I'm really surprised that no one has given this piece of dialogue before. I love it. I love to see it. Penny, oh god. See, she's like forgiving him, but like kind of not really. I think there's going to continue to be issues with this, which is good, because then once the tide shifts and he gets to be mad at her about Lady Whistledown, she still has things that she can be mad at him about, so the bitch off is gonna be iconic. It's gonna be insane. Can't wait to see it. But she's so sassy. She's making fun of this man. And it's so funny because, like, he doesn't know it and she doesn't know it, but he's down horrendously. He's, like, so touch-starved. He's like, oh, shake hands. It's like when guys are like, ooh, let's compare our hand sizes. That means one thing and one thing only. You're not fooling anyone, sir. You just wanted to touch me. And good on you. I would too. But I'm like, okay, King, like, there is no reason to seal it with a little handshake. But he's like, oh, but we're besties. We can touch. He's one step away from being we're besties. We can cuddle. We can kiss. We could do all sorts of stuff that besties do as besties. And I love that Penn's oblivious to it. I really do love it. And I love, it really does seem, and I said in my predictions video, I would love for this to be the case where she's oblivious. Because Colin has been so oblivious to her very overt lusting after him that I just would find it hilarious to see Penn be like, what are you doing? Like, you're such a fucking weirdo. Even though it's like like, some of these things are very obvious. I'm like, okay. But I don't blame her, because it's just now happening all of a sudden. Like, she has years of evidence to point to the contrary, so of course she's skeptical of it. But I just love she's roasting his ass. She's like, you want to shake my hand? What are you, 12? Like, get out of here. And he's like, please, please, please. Like, it gives the energy of the line from the book where he's like, you know you can kiss me back. Which we all know I love. So, period. I can't believe this line of dialogue hasn't gotten out there. It makes me really excited for episode 1, even though we know most of what's going to happen, because just little tidbits like this, like just another line that is new is still like, shakes me to my core. Like I'm frothing at the mouth. I'm vibrating. So yeah, that's that little clip. What's next?
I wish very much for your happiness.
I'm so sorry. I have to speak my truth. I have to speak my truth, and you have to let me. I'm so sorry to this man. I'm so sorry. And I'm so sorry to the Colin, like, straight, slick hair truthers. That's good for you. Couldn't be me. Could never be me. I can't stand that hair. What are we doing? Luckily, there's only a few scenes where he has that hair. Every other scene, his hair is an absolute slay. Like, it's absolutely chef's kiss. I couldn't wish for better for myself or anyone else. So we can let that slide. But that straight hair is really not doing it for me. I just have to say. I just have to speak my truth. But him wanting her to be happy, of course. Of course he does. It's so delicious. I know a lot of people are mad about the whole plot being changed into like lessons, like helping you find a husband. I just think it works so well for them. I think it's such a good choice. I think it really expertly communicates so many of the shifts in their dynamic and their relationship that they're wanting to portray this season. I think it's such a smart thing, and it just lends itself to this. Like, of course he wants her to be happy, and then like he's like setting himself up and shooting himself in the foot because he realizes that, oh, actually, I want to make her happy. Wow, that's crazy. I've always known I wanted her to be happy, but now I'm like, I don't want anybody else to make her happy. I want to be the one to make her happy. And it gives way for that revelation, and I love to see it. And then the more clips, like the 0.2 seconds of them laughing, I just love to see it. The way that this nourishes my soul and just like feeds me is so not even funny, because it's 0.2 seconds. And here I am renewed, energized, better than I've ever been. You know what I mean? Like, I have been really struggling with like health issues recently, which is part of the reason why everything's so crazy. Girl, I'm up and at 'em today. This gave me the boost that I needed, okay? Bridgerton cure me. Bridgerton save me. But they're just so cute. I can't wait to see that. It's episode 2. It will be such a gag. I know it in my bones. I can't even start thinking about it. I can't believe there's people who've seen this season. I tried. I did try. I tried. Although I'm actually glad, because then it would have been really, like, weird and anticlimactic if I had, like, a week ago gotten the first 6 episodes and then just watched it all, because I would have watched it all immediately. There would be zero waiting whatsoever. So I'm actually kind of glad that I still get to prolong it and get to go with the, like, actual premiere and have that to lead up to it, but also the spoilers that are coming out, allegedly.
Penelope Featherington.
I can't believe any of it, but... Okay, so this next shot of them looking at each other, very strategic, very close in on their faces, because they know that people like me are out here being psychotic. And let me tell you, I can't say this for sure, I don't know this for sure, I am pretty positive that that is indeed episode 3 at that ball. Because Penelope rarely ever wears her hair in this particular way where it swoops down on that without the kiss curls anywhere else on her face. And you also can't see the rest of her hair, so that probably means it's pulled back or in some sort of updo. Also, you know, we see more far away pictures from that ball, but to me, I think the makeup matches up. You can see, like, a little bit of a necklace. She is wearing a necklace that could match that in that ball. It's way too close on column to even really see anything. You can kind of see a collar, but I mean, you cannot tell. It's so much harder to tell with the guys, because it's like, girl, they're always just, like, the same, unfortunately. They're always just wearing the same thing and looking the same, whereas, like, women, it's so easy because the hair and accessories and makeup and styling and things like that. But this could be from some other scene that we haven't seen. I'm guessing all these are from part 1, because they just wouldn't release a part 2 thing like this before part 1 had already come out. But I'm pretty sure it's that ball. So I'm pretty sure that's episode 3. And I wouldn't be surprised if even that is a close-up, zoomed-in shot of the still that we got of them talking at the ball. It's obviously emotionally charged. Something's happening. I don't know what. But, you know, we see him with tears in his eyes, like, presumably watching her and Debling dance. So maybe it's some sort of rejection, maybe it's some sort of, he tries to have a confrontation with her, or conversation, she's not having it, who knows. Something like that. But yeah, no, it's very intimate, it's very close, they're both have very emotional expressions on. I'm like, y'all are in public. Get a grip! Get a hold of yourselves. Y'all are literally in public. Granted, he might have taken her to a secluded location, wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, but still, I'm pretty sure it's from that ball, and if it is, I'm like, girl, y'all are, like, at an event. Get a grip.
Do not forget that.
I can't believe we have motherfucking carriage footage. That is so crazy. It's so crazy. And so I had already pretty much sussed out that likely the carriage scene would be taking place at the end of episode 4. I hadn't anticipated it being at night, but I actually like that change, and I think it makes sense. I think it makes it kind of, like, extra sensual, potentially, or, like, romantic. Like, the lighting, it's very much, like, candlelit, you know, fireplace vibes. Colin hauling ass after her? Huh? Right in front of the Ton Salad? Like, right in front of everybody? Y'all are unhinged! You Bridgerton men are so unhinged, it's not even funny. Give me more, please. Like, I'm like, I don't... Why hasn't a man been this insane over me? I don't... Like, that's the standard. That's the gold standard. Running after her ass. Chasing. Like, that man is running track. He's a runner, he's a track star. Holy shit. I don't know what to... Some of the things that they've been saying in interviews recently makes me think that it's not going to be connected to Lady Whistledown, which I wouldn't be surprised about at all. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they have the whole first part basically be, like, Colin falling in love, and then they're, like, in love a little bit, and then he finds out, and then the rest of it is dealing with him figuring out about her double life. So I wouldn't be surprised if this has nothing to do with Whistledown. I might be a little surprised if it was a proposal. It would be not great if Penelope ran out on a proposal, but again, we saw that dialogue on that script from, like, E.T. or whatever, that footage. It seems like maybe it's a proposal. I don't know. But the place that they're situated when Debling and Penn are talking, seemingly unchaperoned, it's at that balcony. So I doubt that they're, like, supposed to be alone, actually, but who knows. I don't even know how to speculate about that. It doesn't really matter. Colin's running after her and getting in the carriage with her. She's crying, and she flees a ball, and Colin chases after her. That's all that matters in my book. Are you kidding? They're doing a carriage scene. Dude, and I can't speak too soon. I really can't speak too soon, because I might be coming back on here after part 1 and being so disappointed or something, but like, I just truly went in with such low expectations that anything and everything is like delighting me. You know what I mean? I actually think that's the way to do it. Go in with really low expectations. Just imagine that everything will be ruined, and then you'll be gagged when things aren't. And I'm living. I couldn't be happier. They're doing a fucking carriage scene. I truly cannot believe that. That's crazy. And then of course they talked about the filming of that. Get out of here. Horny jail for all of us. Oh, but what's funny is actually before they even released the data that this was from episode 4, I originally was contemplating whether that ball that we see Colin tear up at or this ball was the last ball of the season right before the break. And originally I had flipped them. But then what's so funny is I came to the conclusion that this ball, which now we're confirmed, was the last ball. And the reason that I did that is I was like, Penelope looks too good. Penelope looks too good. This is the ball. Like, this is the ball where they're gonna make things happen. Like, things are gonna happen. There's gonna be longing. There's gonna be potentially sexually charged things happening here. She looks too good. She looks too good. They both look too good. Like, and again, she looks great in the other ball as well, but I was like, no. Her hair needs to be down. Like, I was just like, the vision. I think this is my favorite look of hers, which is just like my fortune. My fortune that my favorite look of hers is gonna be this, whatever this scene is. I don't even know what it is. Is it a love confession? Is it a lady whistledown confrontation? Is it a jealousy scene? Is it her confessing that she's always had feelings for him? Is it a rejected proposal? Like, who the fuck knows? And I don't give a fuck. All I know is that it's emotionally charged and they're in an enclosed space together. And he chases after her. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. I'm sold. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm on board, baby. I'm on board. And both of their expressions, I honestly, it's hard to discern the expressions because it's such a short clip. Also, they could have edited those two together when they don't actually go together. Like, Penn looks upset, which makes me feel like maybe that's at the beginning of the scene when he, like, first enters the carriage. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the horny head tilt, I mean, that could mean so many things. That could mean so many things. The actors that you are. Thank you for your service. Like, I'm like, so many possibilities. We're getting a fucking carriage scene. And even better, the best part of that, it's happening in part 1. Although, if they do, they would. They fucking would do, like, a cliffhanger mid-carriage scene. Shut the I hope they don't do that, because, like, no, but I'll probably be eating out of the palm of their hands. They know this. They know this. They know they can treat me like absolute shit, and I'll just keep coming back and crawling back for more. Every single time. So, you know, what does that say about me, I guess? I can't believe my fortune. She looks so good. They both look so good in that. And I just knew they just both had to be such a slay. That on-set picture of them, from the very beginning, I had been like, hello? And it makes so much sense to me if it is their outfits for the carriage scene. It just fits. It just works, and it just makes sense. All is right with the world. It makes sense. I'm like, yeah, exactly, because they both have to look that good. They really do. So much. The stuff about Luke, like, the interview that he did about crying. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much coming out literally every 5 seconds. I don't know how I'm supposed to breathe. I really am dealing with, like, serious health stuff right now also, so it's, like, really been difficult to kind of juggle all of it, but, you know, this is giving me the will to live, so I gotta stay alive until part 1 at least comes out. I mean, come on. Oh, there's also a clip of her saying, like, you think I'm untutorable or something like that, and he's like, you don't need lessons.
You do not need a lesson.
I agree, I am unteachable.
What are you saying? Jail! Get out of here! Get out of here! Oh, and then also either her saying, please help me, or please let me help you.
Please. Let me.
In the letter opener scene cut. That made me start to question. I'm like, maybe they will have, like, a little argument before that scene. I still doubt it, but they could, because the way she was like, let me, makes me think that maybe she's like a little repentant and like, I just fucked up. Just please let me help this. Please let me help you right now. But then again, it could just be him being, you know, like a macho man. I don't need your help. I don't need you to nurse me back to health. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. In fact. And you know what? What's more, I need it. Benedict and Sophie nursing scene. Oh god, and then there's like footage of Benedict and Tilly. It's a sleigh. I'm here for it. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm here for it. The way that Benedict's season is going to gag the world, and so many people are not even aware. They truly don't know what's coming for them. They just really don't. And I almost feel bad for them. I really do. I really almost feel bad for them, because they are going to be hit like a freight train. I'm like, okay, so the world premieres in the US. Should I go to New York? Should I go to New York? I don't know that I can afford to. I don't know that that's logistical or realistic in the slightest. But I'm like, but it's not in a different country. It's not as if I'd be traveling to England. It's just New York. I'm like convincing myself. I'm like, would it be that bad? Would it actually cost that much? I'm also determined to interview them at this point. I have a video coming about this, but I am determined to interview them. It will happen. I will make it happen. Even if it's not this season, it will happen. It just will. It just has to. I'm determined. Okay, I was editing and I forgot this, so I just had to come back and do it. The scene from the hot air balloon event in the tent. What did I say? What did I say? What did I fucking say? I bet you almost anything that this is gonna be the type of thing where Penelope's like, oh, do I have something on my face? Like, she's like eating and he's like lusting after her, but she's like, oh wait, is something wrong? Like, why are you staring at my lips? My mind, it amazes me sometimes.
Oh, my mind, it amazes me sometimes.
I have the mind of a mastermind.
See, I'm telling you, I have the mind of a I have the mind of a mastermind.
Again, this is my like true purpose in calling in life. Someone hire me. Someone hire me, okay? Like, I am right there with you. I knew it would be a horny little scene with her eating something. Well, I actually wasn't. The sucking of the fingers was a little bit more than I was expecting, and I'm not mad about it. Don't perceive me, but I knew it. I knew it. It's so, there's no mistaking it. His horny little lusty look after her. And she's like, oh, what do you mean? What's wrong? Something on my face? Meanwhile, he's screaming, crying, throwing up. Because she just ate something. Because she just licked her fingers. I love my men to be this horrifically down bad. It eats every time. Yeah, crazy stuff. I know that isn't even scratching the surface of it, but I just had to get on here, do a quick little emergency Kiki check-in with y'all, talk about those clips that were released. Let me make absolutely sure that there is, like, nothing else that I am. Because there's stuff from interviews and PR and all sorts of stuff that I'm not talking about, but... Oh, him saying I need to see you in his little dream? Slut. Slut, you're literally dreaming up a fucking elaborate-ass nightgown to meet her in her gardens. To garden her. To plow her. Slut, I need to see you. Get out of here. What happened to don't you need a chaperone? Okay. I see you, Colin. I clocked your tea and I see your ass. You're such a fucking hypocrite. And I love it. He's like, she needs to be protected. Oh, he's literally like stealing her virtue. Like, it's literally the same energy of the book. I'm like, he's like, she's in danger. You're the one stalking her, sir. You are the one who's obsessed with her. Get away from her, but never do. Just want to make that clear. When I say get away from her, I like mean it, but actually not at all. And when I say I'm okay, I mean it, but actually not at all, but I actually am okay. They're so cute. They look so good. They're hot and sexy, and I love the dynamics. I just love where this is going. If this is going to be even half as, like, a period as I am starting to really believe and feel in my bones that it will be, wowza. Wowza, what a change. What a change. What a turnaround for season 3. That's crazy. Should have expected it, but wow. What am I supposed to do with this information? Like, I won't be thinking of anything else. I, like, have, like, school. Like, I have job, school, things to do. I can't do this. but I will be doing it. I have like family obligations. I have health issues right now, girl. Spending most of the time that I am conscious on this. Oh well. It's the name of the game. What do you expect from me? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. Yeah, I have a bunch more videos coming out. If you are interested in doing a little rewatch, that will be starting tonight on my Patreon. It will be under the $5 tier. Although, I think I'm going to make one episode from season 1 and one episode from season 2 free for everyone to watch. And that might be season 1, episode 1 I might make for the first night, free for everyone to watch. And then you can decide whether or not you want to pay for the rest of it, just because it's like going to be like 16 plus hours of content and like a live chat and talking and answering questions and giving commentary. Like it's just a lot of extra time that I'm taking to do it. So I do want to put it under that. But if you can't afford that, no worries at all. There will be much more here for you on YouTube for free. And if you can, I'm excited to see you and I hope you can join and let's have a Bridgerton rewatch Kiki leading up to season 3. I cannot believe it's so close. I prayed for days like these. Give me all your thoughts about these things below and I will see you very soon for another Bridgerton video yet again.